Now let us continue here. So we had defined in the previous class wave as a disturbance, okay, of particles. Actually, particles are getting disturbed. Now due to that particular disturbance, the energy will be transferred, and the particle is not at all moving somewhere. Okay, it will remain there itself, and the vibrations of the particles will go on continuously or periodically, and due to that particular vibration of the particles, the energy from particle to particle will transfer. Okay, now here what we had considered, waves are basically classified as mechanical waves and electromagnetic waves. Now for these mechanical waves, they will depend on the medium. Definitely a medium should be there. But regarding electromagnetic waves, the medium, it is not going to depend on the medium. Now for that, to understand that, let me give one example here. Now let us refer to sun. Let us refer to sun. Now from sun we are going to get radiation somewhat like this. Okay. Now here we are going to get the light from the sun. Now we are here on the earth. This is earth. Okay. Now through vacuum, the light is going to be transferred. Okay. There is no medium. So we consider it as a vacuum here. So through vacuum also the light is getting transferred. This is regarding the electromagnetic waves. Regarding the electromagnetic waves. So light is an electromagnetic wave. So it will consist of electric vectors, okay, and magnetic vectors. So that's why we are considering light as an electromagnetic wave. Okay. Now let us get an idea about the mechanical waves. So here you need to understand that these electromagnetic waves, even though there is no medium, if there is some empty space is there, okay, which we are considering as the vacuum. Through vacuum also, these electromagnetic waves are traveling. But regarding mechanical waves, let us take one example. Now a person is there, okay. Now he is going to produce a voice, okay, which is considered as a mechanical wave. Now another person is there, he is going to receive that particular voice. Okay. Now here, this particular voice is going to be transferred in the air.
Sir, your voice is not clear.
Voice is not clear. What about others?
It's breaking.
It's awesome, sir.
What
Yes, sir. Not clear, sir.
network problem might be there? Okay, now what? Are you getting clearly?
Now it is okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let us continue. So we are referring the comparison here. Now let me repeat the points here once again. So basically we are classifying the waves as mechanical waves and electromagnetic waves. Okay. Now what we mentioned here, mechanical waves will depend or they will require a medium to transfer from one point to another point. Now electromagnetic waves, even though there is no medium, they can travel easily. To understand that, we had given an example here for the electromagnetic waves. So we are considering sun here. From sun we are going to get the light. So light is a electromagnetic wave. It consists of electric vectors and magnetic vectors. Now here we are there on the earth. Okay. Now how the light is going to be transferred here? Through vacuum. Okay. So even though there is no particular solid, liquid or any gaseous medium, it is traveling here. So what you can conclude regarding electromagnetic waves, they can travel through any medium, or else even though there is vacuum, they can travel easily. Now to understand about the mechanical waves, we are considering two persons. The first person is going to produce voice and the second person is going to receive that particular voice. Now here we are considering this a medium as air. Okay. Now why this particular air is to participate? Actually, if you want to explain how the air is going to participate in transfer of this particular
Sir,
voice.
voice not clear, sir.
Voice is not clear.
Yes, sir. In middle, it's breaking.
Break అవుతుందా? ఇది మేడం పైదా Hello? Yes, anyone please reply? Are you getting the
Now you are.
okay?
No, okay, sir.
No, okay, sir.
Okay, okay. Now let us continue here. So here, how can you explain about the participation of air in transferring of the voice? So here air will have the particles. Okay. So these particles which are there inside air here, they will vibrate in their mean positions. Okay. Depending on those positions, they will vibrate. And due to those vibrations, this particular waves will travel to the second person. Okay. Now here, what is the medium we are considering? Air. Now here, where are these persons here? They are standing on earth. Consider these two persons are there on earth. Now let us move on to the moon. Okay, regarding moon. Now if these persons are there on the moon, okay, and if there is the voice produced by the first person, this voice is not going to be transferred to the second person. What is the reason? There is vacuum here. Okay, so there is no medium. So that's what's the reason. There are no particles that are going to vibrate. Okay, so here what is the important point? So the mechanical waves are depending on a medium. Definitely a medium should be there. But for the electromagnetic waves, they can travel even through vacuum also. So that's what the reason I mentioned those points here. Okay, regarding the mechanical waves. Okay, regarding mechanical waves. Okay, they will be produced and propagated only in the medium. But regarding electromagnetic waves, they do not require any material medium for their production and propagation. Now here we had mentioned regarding the wave motion. Okay, so we may define it as the form of disturbance, which is due to the repeated periodic vibrations of particles. That's what's the thing we had explained in the previous class. So particles are going to be vibrated periodically. Okay, so that particular thing is the form of disturbance here. We are considering it as a wave. Okay. Now, due to that particular disturbance, the energy will be transferred, but the particles will remain there itself. Now, basically, again, we are classifying the waves as longitudinal waves and transverse waves. Now, you know that longitudinal waves, in longitudinal waves, the particle vibrations will be parallel. That we had seen in the previous class. Suppose if you go with the explanation or with the example here, if we can consider a rope is there. Okay, now here we are knotting here, we are fixing at the one end, and if you vibrate the rope in these two directions, okay, forward and backward directions, then what you can expect here, there will be the movement and it will move in the form of a wave here. Okay, so here the direction of movement, okay, and the wave movement is parallel. Okay, both are parallel to each other. So that's what's the reason we are considering it as a longitudinal waves. Longitudinal waves. Now if you go with the transverse waves, if you can take the same rope here and it is fixed at the second end, and here what we are going to do, we are moving upward and downward directions. Okay, now here the angle between these two will be 90 degrees, and this is going to create the disturbance. Okay, and waves will be produced, and we are considering this as a transverse wave. Okay, now here the particle vibration and the direction of propagation of wave. Okay, if you can draw the direction and the propagation of the wave, both are perpendicular to each other. So those vibrations are going to be considered as a transverse vibrations or the transverse waves. Now here the examples if you can see here, the sound waves will be considered as the longitudinal waves, and they will be requiring the medium. So the sound waves in a solid, liquid or gas. Okay, so those can be considered as the longitudinal waves. Example for the longitudinal waves. Now regarding transverse waves, if you want, you can write here. So the light waves. Okay, light waves are the transverse waves. Now thereafter we had seen the expression for the speed of wave motion. Yesterday we had seen a wave equation, I mean the velocity of the wave that we had seen in the yesterday's class. So what was the thing we had considered? We had considered a wave, okay, somewhat like this. Now we need to consider the distance between the crests, okay, and here we are considering this as a wavelength, or else you can take any 2 points. Let me go with this. Okay, now if you are starting from here, now the wave is going from 0 to maximum. Okay, now again reach a point which is similar to that. Now here this is 0, but it is going downward direction. So you leave it and come back and continue here and reach this particular point. This is 0. Okay, and here the wave is moving in the upward direction. So in this case and in this case both are same. So here between these 2 points, okay, you take 2 similar points here. So now here between these 2 points, it is lambda. So what is the thing here? If you want to find the wavelength, you need to take 2 similar points. Okay, so now here the second consideration is the maximum amplitude and the maximum amplitude. Or else you can go with the minimum amplitude and the minimum amplitude in the opposite direction. You can take any pair of points which should be similar here. So now same explanation here. Let me go with this. Now lambda you got it as the wavelength. Now between these 2 points, okay, the time period, if you can take the time period, it is t. So now you got this as the distance or the displacement of the disturbance. Okay, next this is going to give the time period, or simply you can call this as a period also. Now here if you want to get the velocity or speed, okay, how can you give this one as a distance by time. So the same expression you can utilize this, and you can give the expression also. Now here the distance or the displacement between these 2 points, we are considering it as lambda. Okay, now this is the distance you are going to substitute this as the distance here, so which is nothing but lambda here, and the time period you got this as t here. Now substitute those in this particular expression, so you will get this as lambda by t. Okay, now here if you want you can write this as v, the velocity here, or the speed here. Now if you want to rearrange these expressions like this, you can write like this, lambda into 1 by t. So 1 by t we are considering it as a frequency, this factor as the frequency here. So which can be written as 1 f equals to 1 by t. So now we can write the velocity or the speed of wave motion as f into lambda. Okay, so this we had seen in the previous class, so that I need to write here. So now what are the other topics we had seen? Now we had seen about the seismic waves. Now what actually these waves? These are the waves that are produced due to the earthquakes. Okay, seismology is the study of earthquakes, and the waves produced during the earthquakes, those are known as the seismic waves. Okay, they will travel through the earth or else around the earth on the surfaces also. Okay, so depending on the movement of these waves, we are classifying the seismic waves into 2 types. What are those 2 types? We had classified, let me write like this. So how you are getting these waves? produced due to earthquakes. Okay, now we had classified these as body waves and surface waves. Okay, that you can see in the text also, here also. Okay, now here these body waves will travel in the interior parts of the earth. Okay, and the surface waves will travel on the surfaces only. So depending on the movement of the waves, we are classifying the seismic waves as body waves or else surface waves. Now again, these body waves, we are classifying it as primary waves and secondary waves. Now primary waves can be written as P waves here. Okay, and the second type as a secondary waves or else S waves. Okay, now those things we had seen in the previous explanation. Now let us see what I wrote in the text format. Okay, what are the access points you can identify here. Now these primary waves we had considered yesterday, those are the longitudinal waves. Now in the longitudinal waves, you will find compression and rarefaction or the expansion there. Regarding the longitudinal waves, you can identify there will be compressions, okay, and expansions. So how can you expect these compressions and expansions? Means it is due to the push and pull concept. So the P waves are the primary waves, okay, undergo these phenomena. What are those phenomena? It is due to pushing and pulling of the particles or else the rocks inside the particular earth or the layers of the earth. So there will be compressions and expansions going on. Okay, so these waves will be traveling back and forth, okay, in the front direction and the backward direction. So these things will be going to create some compressions and expansions in the earth layers. Okay, so that's the reason I mentioned the point here. So P waves, okay, will have push and pull concepts. Okay, what is the explanation? It will have compressions and also the expansions going on due to the back and forth movement of the waves. Now, what is the next important point? So these primary waves, when compared with the secondary waves, they will travel fastly. Okay, if you compare both the primary waves and the secondary waves, so these primary waves will travel very fast. Okay, so now what will be the wavelength? If you can have the velocity, it will be around 4 to 7 kilometers per second. So within a second, so it can travel 4 to 7 kilometers. Okay, within a second. So they are faster when compared with the secondary waves. Okay, so if you can compare here, it will be 1.7 times faster than the secondary waves. Okay, so 170% more. Okay, so what you can expect here, suppose secondary wave is traveling with 1 kilometers per second. If it is, okay, the primary wave will be 1.7 kilometers per second. Okay, the speed will be more for this, the velocity will be more, so they will travel faster. Okay, that is the thing, we mentioned it as a 1.7 times faster than S waves. Now the next important point is that these primary waves, they can travel through solids, liquids and gases. Okay, whatever the medium is available, they can travel. Okay, now what is the next point? This if you can refer here, the primary waves we had considered those as the longitudinal waves. Okay, so here I am repeating here, regarding primary waves, you will have compression and expansion. Why? It is due to the push and pull concept. Nothing but the waves are moving in forward direction and backward direction. Okay, So that's the reason we are going to get the compressions and expansions. Now they will travel faster when compared with the secondary waves. Next thing is that in comparison here, P waves are 1.7 times faster than the S waves, secondary waves. Okay. Next about the medium. So these primary waves can travel through solids, liquids and gases. Whatever the medium is available, they can travel easily. And they are longitudinal in nature. So longitudinal in the nature means what you can expect here. If the particles vibrations or the motion of the wave, if you can compare here and the disturbance, okay, both will be in the same direction. If this is a primary wave, okay, or the primary disturbance, so the disturbance and the resultant wave will be in the same direction. So then you are going to get two parallel lines like this. Okay, the parallel lines means you are going to get the longitudinal concept. So the P waves are considered to be the longitudinal waves. Now regarding the secondary waves, if you can go with the secondary waves, so these waves will be traveling perpendicular to the direction of motion. Okay, let us see what is the thing here. Now regarding P wave, the disturbance and the result will be in the same direction. Regarding S wave, so the disturbance will be in this direction, but the resultant wave will be moving in this direction. Okay, so those are perpendicular to each other. Okay, the particle or the disturbance will be in this direction, but the wave will be going in this direction. So here we are considering these as the transverse in nature. So the transverse waves. So P waves are the longitudinal waves and S waves are the transverse waves here, depending on the direction of the propagation and the production there. Now if you can compare here, the speed of these particular S waves will be less when compared with the P waves. So here what we mentioned here regarding the P waves, we mentioned the speed will be around 4 to 7 kilometers per second. Okay. Now in comparison here, what you can expect regarding the S waves here, so they are traveling with a speed of 2 to 5 kilometers per second. Okay. It will be around 2 to 5 kilometers per second. So in comparison here, it is starting with 4, but here it is starting with 2 kilometers only. So that's what's the reason. So these S waves are slower when compared with the P waves. Now the next thing is about the medium here. So these S waves will travel only through solids. Okay, they can travel only through solids. So this was found by the scientists that these waves are traveling only through solids. They are not traveling through liquids or gases. Okay, but regarding these P waves, they can travel through all the medium, through solids, okay, liquids and gases. Okay, they can travel through all the medium, whatever the things are available. But regarding S waves, they can travel through solids only. Now regarding the remaining waves, okay, we had seen that we are having body waves and surface waves. So now we had seen till now about the body waves. Now let us see about the surface waves that we had seen as the introduction in the previous class also. Okay, now let us see here. Now if you can go with the comparison at a time, this is the earth here. Now inside earth, okay, in the inner layers, you are going to get the body waves. Okay, but on the surface, you are going to get the surface waves. So this is earth here. Okay, now here let us see in comparison. Let us see with this. Let us go with another diagram like this. Okay, now here this is earth. Okay, now here let me ask a question here. Now let us take this as a starting point. Take this as a starting point. This as the ending point. Now, inside we are considering those as the body waves. Now, let us consider these are the waves traveling as the body waves. Okay, let's mark this as 1. 1 represents the body waves. Now, on the surface, some waves are traveling like this, and it is reaching at the second end. Consider this as a number 2. Number 2 in the sense as the surface waves. This as the body waves. Okay. Now, which one will travel faster? Now, this is
Body
Earth.
waves.
Okay. Any more answers? Which one will travel faster? Okay. So here, if you can see here, this particular line will be having shorter length, okay, when compared with this line. ఓకే. ఈ లైన్‌ని మీరు స్ట్రెయిట్‌గా డ్రా చేశారనుకోండి. ఈ పర్టిక్యులర్ లైన్‌ని మీరు స్ట్రెయిట్‌గా డ్రా చేస్తే ఇలా ఉంటుంది. ఓకే. బట్ రిగార్డింగ్ దిస్ ఫస్ట్ లైన్, the length will be somewhat shorter when compared with the second one. So what you can conclude here, these body waves, okay, will travel faster when compared with the surface waves. Okay, that you need to understand and you need to project those points. So here you can see here, the surface waves travel along the outer part or the surface of the earth. Okay, and these are the waves. Okay, now on the earth we are living on the earth. Okay, not inside. So now here the disturbance, whatever we are facing through the earthquakes, it is due to the surface waves. So that is the point we mentioned here. The surface waves will cause most disturbance. Okay, now here these wave motions are complex to understand. Now regarding body waves, we mentioned only about transverse nature, okay, and longitudinal nature. Now regarding the longitudinal, we mentioned those waves as the P waves. Okay, regarding longitudinal, we mentioned these as the P waves here. And regarding the transverse, we mentioned these as the S waves. Okay. But to understand the surface waves, it is somewhat not easy. Okay, simply we are considering these as transverse and longitudinal, but these surface waves are not easy to understand, so that's why we mention those as the complex. The motion of these surface waves is complex. Okay, now if you can compare here, the amplitudes of these surface waves will be larger. Now yesterday we had seen some image that if there is no vibration or no disturbance, you will get a straight line. Thereafter we mentioned some disturbance is going on like this, okay, with high frequency. Thereafter there is a disturbance with high amplitude. Okay, thereafter you got even more amplitude with less frequency, somewhat like this. Okay, so here what we mentioned, there is no disturbance here, there is no earthquake. Now here what we mentioned here, can you give the answer? Let me mark here, this has 1, this has 2, this has 3. Now can you give the labeling of this? What is 1 means? What is
Primary.
1? Okay, 1 is the primary wave.
Primary.
Okay, now 2 means
Secondary.
secondary. Okay, it is secondary wave.
Third.
Now here regarding this,
Tertiary.
okay, these are the surface waves. These are the surface waves. Okay, so now regarding these surface waves, you are having two possibilities. So those two you might got clarity about this. So what is the second here?
Relay.
It will be, what is the second type of surface wave? Okay, Rayleigh wave.
Relay.
Rayleigh wave. Okay. Now let us refer about these surface waves now. Let us refer about these surface waves. Now here you can identify here, the amplitudes will be greater. If you can see here, the amplitudes are greater. Now what is the meaning of amplitude here? So the vibration, the disturbance here is, okay, it is confined to this particular amplitude only. Now thereafter the secondary waves are having higher amplitudes, and here the amplitude is increasing. Okay, so we consider that particular point here. So these waves, the surface waves are having greater amplitudes, and they will travel slowly in comparison with these particular waves here. So the time period here, it will be larger here. It will require large time period here. Okay, large time period means they will travel slowly. Okay, so here these waves will be faster. Okay, now here somewhat slower. Okay, but even, I mean, these waves are slower than these
Very
secondary.
slow.
Okay, even slow than
Slowest
secondary.
and right, sir.
ఏంటది?
Slowest.
Okay, slowest. Okay, so these are the slowest waves when compared with the primary, secondary, and surface waves. So surface waves are slowest when compared with these two. Okay, okay, now let us go with these two types here, love waves and Rayleigh waves. So here these two are the mathematician names here, the names of the mathematicians who derived certain equations and they found about the surface waves. Okay, so those are the scientist names, are the mathematicians here. Okay, now here let us refer what are the points we are going to project. Okay, now here the surface waves, which are the love waves, are having larger amplitudes here. Okay, that you can understand with this diagram. So they are having larger amplitudes here. Now regarding the movement of the motion of the particles. Okay, now let us refer to one diagram to understand how these four types of waves are traveling. Let me show a particular image. మ్యూట్ చేయాలి మ్యూట్ చేయండి. వన్ 164 I think. 164 అయినా ఎవరి దగ్గర నుంచి వాయిస్ అది?
Sir, 164.
మ్యూట్ చేయండి, అవసరం లేనప్పుడు మ్యూట్ చేసేయండి. Okay, now let us see here a diagram, okay, or the image here. Now you can understand here you are having four different types of waves here. Okay, now you can see here the movement here. So here regarding P waves, we are considering it as the longitudinal waves. Let me go with this. Okay, now let us refer to the first part of this particular diagram. ఇక్కడ image రాయడానికి రాదనుకుంటాను. Okay. Now just you can understand here, I will draw the circle and the arrow mark. Circle and the arrow mark. Okay. Now here the movement of the wave will be like this. Okay. The motion of this particular waves will be like this. Now regarding this, you can label this as the P wave. Now in the second, you can see here the movement is upwards and downward direction. Okay. And those waves are considered as the S waves. Now regarding the fourth one, let us go with the fourth one here. Let us go with the fourth one here. Now fourth one is somewhat complex. Okay, it is somewhat complex and it is not similar to the first and second. It is going in the transverse. Okay, it is somewhat transverse here. Okay, in the horizontal plane, parallel to the earth or earth surface. Okay, let us refer to the fourth one also. So we consider this as okay, now wave here. And the fourth one, now you need to understand the fourth one. Fourth one is somewhat complex to understand. Okay, now here the red arrow mark is there. Okay, now refer to this arrow mark. Let me go with the color also. Okay, now here, this is most important to understand here. So these particles are vibrating like this, somewhat like this, okay, somewhat like this, the movement of the particles. So if you can refer here, this will be in the form of ellipse. It will be in the form of ellipse. So these particular waves, okay, are most dangerous waves. These are the most dangerous waves during earthquake. Okay, so here this is dangerous. Now if you compare this one, it is most dangerous of all these four types. Okay, if we get this type of wave means we will get most disaster. We will reach a horrible stage. Okay, so let me go with the images. Just wait. Okay, now let us go here. Okay, now you can see here regarding this wave. Okay, now you can see the particular variation. I think you are able to see the image also. Now you start from one point. ఏదన్నా ఒక పాయింట్ మీరు రిఫర్ చేయండి, ఏదన్నా ఒక పాయింట్. ఓకే, ఒక పాయింట్ని తీసుకోండి, ఏదన్నా ఒక పాయింట్, లేదా చిన్న క్యూబ్ తీసుకోండి. ఇక్కడ ఆ క్యూబ్ ఎలా మూవ్ అవుతుందో చూడండి, ఎట్లా మూవ్ అవుతుందో చూడండి ఇక్కడ. ఓకే, ఇట్ విల్ బి ప్యారలల్ టు ద సర్ఫేస్. It will be parallel to the surface. Okay, and here perpendicularly some 90 degrees towards the direction of the wave. Okay, ఇలా మూవ్ అవుతుంది, కాంప్లెక్స్ గా ఉంటుంది ఇక్కడ. Okay, these are the things you need to consider here. This is regarding the love wave here. So here it is a mathematician name. Now let us refer to another diagram. Okay, now let us refer to this particular Rayleigh wave. It is again the mathematician name here. Now refer any small box here or the cube here. You take only one cube and you try to identify how it is moving. Okay, there are a number of cubes are there. You take any one cube, small cube. Take a small cube. Okay, now try to identify how the movement is there. So it was found that these particular boxes, small boxes, are moving in the form of an ellipse. Okay, the movement will be in the form of an ellipse. So that's what's the reason we had drawn an ellipse here. So these are the movement of the particles, or the boxes. These small boxes are moving. Okay, so these arrow marks are representing the movement of those small boxes. So that's what's the reason we mentioned that these two types of waves are complex to understand. Okay. So now those are the things you can consider, and other than those points, let us refer what are the points we are going to add in the text here. Okay, now the time is almost 2:50. Let me complete this particular comparison here. Okay, now here regarding the first type of space waves, now you can refer here, they are traveling transverse horizontal motion. Okay, it is somewhat complex to understand. That's what's the reason I mentioned these images. Okay, the transverse horizontal motion. So those things you might had observed here. You might had observed. So you can consider transverse in the sense perpendicular to the motion of the wave. Okay, horizontal in the sense it is parallel. Okay, if you can consider vertical and parallel, so it will be parallel to the earth here. Okay, so we consider it as the horizontal plane here. So simply what we wrote here, so these waves are transverse horizontal motion. They are traveling in the form of transverse horizontal motion. Okay, the perpendicular direction, if you can consider here, those are perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave actually. Okay, and here the horizontal motion, in the sense you can consider those are parallel to the Earth's surface. Okay, so these waves are somewhat complex to understand, so you need to refer to those images. Okay, now what are the next points we are going to cover here? These particular waves are existing here due to the surface of Earth. If there is no surface, means we cannot expect these waves here. Now they are largest at the surfaces. What is the meaning here? If you can compare with the previous diagram, let me go with this diagram. Okay, now here this is Earth here. Okay, now on the surface we are referring those surface waves. Now what is the point you need to understand? On the surface these waves are largest. Okay, now if you go inside the Earth, these waves will reduce. Okay, so that is the thing you need to understand. So here they are largest on the surface or at the surface here, and they will decrease, okay, in the amplitude. The amplitude of these waves will decrease with the depth. What is the meaning here? If you are moving from surface on the surface to the Earth, okay, if you are moving inside, so these amplitudes are going to be reduced. Okay, the effect of the particular wave will get reduced. Okay, that we had mentioned here. Now the second point is this particular next point is also similar to this. They are dispersive. If you want to understand the word dispersive, you need to understand the next thing. What is the meaning of dispersive? Means the wave velocity, okay, or the speed of the wave motion. It will be depending on the frequency. Now let us refer what is the meaning of frequency. Okay, so what we are referring here, we mentioned that these waves are dispersive. Now, in order to understand the concept of dispersive, what we mentioned here, we are comparing the dependence of wave velocity with the frequency. Now, let us refer what is the meaning of frequency here. Now, let us refer back. Okay, now let us refer this. Okay, now let us refer this. Okay, this part here. Okay, now depending on this, we will explain what is the meaning of frequency. Now let us take a time period. Let us take a time period here. This is a time period. Let us take this as 1 second. Within 1 second. Okay. Now let us draw the same 1 second time. Same 1 second time. Okay. Now let me draw the diagram first. You compare what is going on here. Okay. Just I am drawing and just you compare here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Somewhat. Okay. So here one wave, 2, 3. Sorry. Let me go. Okay. 1 up to this part, 1 wave. This is second wave. This is third wave, and up to this it is fourth wave, and here 5. So now here you got 5 full cycles within a second. Okay, 5 cycles within a second. So here we consider this as the 5 hertz. Okay, we will replace this as hertz here. So the frequency we are comparing here. So in the first diagram, the frequency is 5 hertz. Now compare within the same time period, within the same 1 second time, within 1 second time, if I got some number of full cycles as 10, okay, or the 10 cycles, okay, 10 complete cycles. Now the frequency will be considered as 10 hertz. Okay, now let me go with this. I got only somewhat like this, okay, 2 complete cycles. Then here the frequency will be 2 hertz. Point అర్థమైందా ఇక్కడ? What is the meaning of frequency here? Frequency is nothing but number of full cycles. Okay, the appearance of number of full cycles. Now in the first diagram what I mentioned, I am getting 5 cycles, complete cycles within a second. So what is the frequency of this particular diagram? It is 5 hertz. Okay, we got 5 complete cycles in the diagram within a 1 second time. Now in the second diagram what I mentioned, I am getting 10 cycles. Okay, 10 complete waves within same 1 second time. So now the frequency is 10 hertz. Now in the third diagram, I am getting only 2 complete cycles. This is 1 cycle here and this is a second cycle. Okay. So now here in the third diagram, it is only 2 hertz. Okay. So this particular concept is going to explain about the frequency. Now let us understand what we wrote here. Okay. Now what we mentioned here, the wave velocity. What is the meaning of velocity here? The speed of the wave. Okay. It depends on the frequency. Okay. Now let us refer to this. At low frequencies, okay, low frequencies means this is one of the low frequency in comparison here. It is only 2 hertz. Okay. Now high frequencies means more number of cycles. This is one of the example here in this particular case. Now what is the thing you need to understand? At low frequencies, okay, the wave velocity will be higher. Simply you understand frequency, if it is low, okay, the wave velocity will be high. Okay. Now the same point we mentioned here. What is that concept? It is going to be explained as the dispersive nature. Okay. So these low waves are the dispersive in nature. What is the meaning of this dispersive? The wavelength, the wave velocity is going to be depending on the frequency. So if the frequency of these waves are less, then the velocity or the movement of the waves will be more. అంటే ఏం లేదు సింపుల్గా ఇప్పుడు సపోజ్ ఇక్కడ 1 ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ 2 సైకిల్స్ పర్ సెకండ్ వచ్చింది అనుకోండి సమ్ వాట్, ఇది స్పీడ్గా వెళ్ళిపోద్ది. ఓకే, ఇట్ విల్ ట్రావెల్ వెరీ ఫాస్ట్లీ. ఓకే, నా ఇక్కడ అలా కాకుండా హెవీగా ఉన్నాయనుకోండి, నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ వేవ్స్ ఎక్కువ ఉన్నాయి అనుకోండి, ఇది స్లోగా వెళ్తుంది అనమాట, స్లో వెళ్తుంది. సో ఇన్వర్స్గా ఉన్నాయి, రెండు ఇన్వర్స్గా ఉన్నాయి. దట్ ఈస్ ద మీనింగ్ హియర్. సో లోయర్ ద ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ, హయ్యర్ ద వేవ్ మోషన్. Higher the frequency, low the motion or the speed. Okay, that you need to understand. Now same concept, we are going to explain about the depth, penetration depth. What is the meaning of penetration depth here? The wave is going to travel inside the earth. Okay, the penetration of these waves. Okay, the same concept. If the frequency is less means, the depth, let us take d as the depth here. The depth will be very, very, let me compare here. So here we are comparing about the depth of penetration. Okay, so what we mentioned here, these particular penetration will depend on the frequency. With low frequencies, okay, the penetration will be higher or greater. The same factor here. If the frequency is less means the penetration will be very, very high. Okay, so those are opposite to each other somewhat. Let us compare it as inversely proportional to each other. Okay, let me repeat the same points here. So we are comparing about the frequency and the velocity, okay, and the penetration depth. Okay, what is this here? Velocity in the sense it is a speed of wave motion. It is a speed of wave motion. Now what is the meaning of penetration depth? If this is earth here, if these are the surface waves, okay, how much part they are moving inside. Okay, ఈ ఎర్త్ లోపలికి ఎంతవరకు వెళ్తున్నాయి అనేది, ఇన్నర్ లేయర్స్ వరకు ఎంతవరకు వెళ్తాయి అనేది పెనిట్రేషన్ డెప్త్ అనమాట. సో హియర్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్ హియర్? if the frequency is less, okay, then the speed of the wave will be greater. Okay, speed వెళ్తాయి అన్నమాట. అలానే ఇక్కడ డెప్త్ పెనిట్రేషన్ డెప్త్ కూడా గ్రేటర్ ఉంటుంది. నెక్స్ట్, if the frequency is high, if it is high, okay, then it will be reverse here. It will be slower or lesser. Okay, and here this also lesser. Okay, that we had mentioned. And this concept regarding the velocity, we mentioned this as the dispersive property. Dispersive, we mentioned this as a dispersive in nature. And what about this? This is regarding the penetration depth. Penetration depth or depth of penetration. Let me check. I am getting certain messages. Okay, I didn't got anything. Okay, now let us complete about the Rayleigh waves also. Just few points similar to the first type of waves, first type of surface waves. Okay, now regarding the Rayleigh waves. Okay, now what we are going to see regarding the Rayleigh waves. It will be almost similar. Okay, now these will have larger amplitude. Okay, they are having larger amplitude. Now in comparison with the previous waves, okay, they are having large amplitude. Okay, these will have larger amplitude when compared with these waves. Okay, now again, if you can go with the next point, we are going to mention about the direction. So these waves are in the direction of propagation and perpendicular to the plane. So you can understand what we had seen in the image. So depending on the image, you can consider the direction of propagation. Okay, both the directions will be mentioned here. The waves, let me repeat here, let me go with this. Okay, the motion of these waves is both in the direction of propagation and perpendicular in a vertical plane, and the motion is generally in the elliptical form. Okay, now that we had seen in the images also, we had seen in these images. Okay, in the elliptical form, the wave motion somewhat striking here. Points we are going to repeat about dispersion or the dispersive nature here. Okay, these waves are also dispersive in nature. Some technical one. Okay, it is not working properly. Okay, so the same points you need to refer. So the amplitudes generally decrease when they are moving inside the earth. Okay, So the penetration depth, those points we mentioned here. Okay. Now the appearance of these waves, if you can compare, these waves will be just like water waves if we are comparing. Okay. So those are the some of Okay, are you able to hear my voice?
Yes, sir.